A small-town kid who brought home the gold. That's one way to describe Tompkins County musician Lonnie Park after he became a 3-time Grammy winner last month.
Super grateful. It's been incredible.
Last year, we sat down with Lonnie after he won his first Grammy Award, and 1 year later, he adds not one, but 2 more Grammy Awards to his resume. Now back at his Tompkins County studio, dubbed the Barn Castle, we sat down with Lonnie once more to reflect on the past year.
Last year was life-changing. It was the first Grammy I'd ever gotten. Never dreamed I'd get one. And to have it further develop and happen again this year, it's just unbelievable.
And this is the famous Grammy from last year, huh?
It is, it is. You want to hold it?
Can I?
Of course.
Oh, let's see.
Check it out.
After winning that Grammy in the Best New Age Album category for his work on Divine Tides, the album was re-released this past year in a surround sound format, the way it was always intended to be.
I'll never forget listening to it. When I was closing my eyes, it felt as if I could reach out in this spatial sense where I could almost grab a violin or grab a drum. And it's just an incredible experience.
Just like last year, that win was shared with the Police's Stuart Copeland and environmentalist Ricky Cage, who's known Lonnie for almost a decade now.
He's one of the most talented persons I know. He's basically good at pretty much every department when it comes to the music creation process or the music performing process.
And despite the album winning last year, this year's win for Best Immersive Album was even more meaningful.
Our competitors in this category were Christina Aguilera and the Chainsmokers. So winning this Grammy was very, very special because it was the way that the album was meant to be experienced.
Now Lonnie's second win, on the other hand, was for a brand new project alongside Japanese musician Masa Takumi.
We wrote a song, and then I realized how amazing he is.
That song turned into the album Sakura, which ended up taking home the title of Best Global Music Album.
We were working to really talk about Japan and its heritage and the sights and sounds in Japan and translate that musically. And I think we did an okay job, and he's just a joy to work with.
And Lonnie tells me after all of these years, he never thought a small town kid from Tompkins County would be able to get one of these.
5 years old and nervous till my stomach hurt.
Growing up in the little village of Freeville, where there was no music industry and there really nobody was dreaming about being a rock star or anything, it never even crossed my mind.
Coming from a musical family, Lonnie was surrounded by music his whole life. But his younger sister Audette knew it would become something much bigger than just a hobby.
He would touch any instrument and he could figure it out and play it. So he was very talented very early.
And even after rising to success over the years, Audette says Lonnie is still that small town kid inside.
We're at the after party and he kind of leans over to me. Audette, do you see that guy over there? He's won 3 Grammys. And then I looked at Lonnie and I said, hey, so have you. You've won 3.
That humility, Lonnie says, is all thanks to his upbringing and biggest supporters.
Everybody's just been so encouraging and pushing to just keep going, keep going. So it really puts the wind under your wings, so to speak.
And his family couldn't agree more.
I've just been so impressed with how the community in the area has just rallied around and celebrated with him on these accomplishments.
From a small town perspective, I think a lot of people here love him so much, not only for that, but he's still humble and he's still the guy out on his tractor and tapping maple trees and loving that small town life.
Now, despite that overwhelming support from the community, Lonnie says there's one person in particular that truly keeps him going.
My wife has been really instrumental in the success because she's really pushed me and encouraged me and supported. And it makes you realize how powerful that is in your life when you're with somebody that really connects and really wants you to do well.
And for Jody, those feelings are definitely reciprocated.
He celebrates my wins and I get to celebrate his wins, and it comes with such pride when you know you've encouraged somebody to just keep chasing that dream, and you recognize the passion that they have for what they do.
So, what's next for Lonnie? Well, he can't exactly say, but he was able to give me one little hint.
I'm working with Stuart Copeland again, and Ricky's involved, of course, and it's probably going to be the biggest project I've had the privilege to be a part of, and we are quite a way into it, and it's very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. In Freeville, Katerina Balalis, WENY News.